Yo, what's up guys? It's a Pickle Plays, back finally with a new video. I'm so sorry about the delay. I just got caught up in so much stuff over the summer, and I know that I did promise to make more videos. Came really late, it's the end of August, but better late than never, as I always say. So today, I'd like to discuss my predictions for Overwatch's competitive Season 6's new meta. Of course, by meta, I mean what kind of team comps and heroes will be the most popular and most viable in this new season. Now keep in mind, just as a little bit of a disclaimer, not only do I play on console where I know that the competitive scene is quite different from PC, but I'm also a mid-diamond player, so you can't take my advice or what I think will be good as, word for what might work in a lower or even a higher rank. How I'll break this down is I'll go through each role, including defense heroes. I know you can only have up to 6 heroes on a team, and usually that consists of something along the lines of 2 DPS, 2 tanks, and 2 healers, but I'll describe 2 from each given category, offense, defense, tank, and support. 2 heroes that I think will work the best during Season 6 based on upcoming changes, including those on the PTR right now. So keep in mind that I'll be basing a good amount of this on stats from the website Omnic Meta. They do a really good job of keeping statistics on hero picks and viability based on high, low, and all-around competitive play. Seriously recommend checking them out if you haven't. It's really interesting to read the statistics of hero picks. So we'll start off with offense heroes. The first thing I have to give out is a little bit of a freebie, because with offense heroes, it's very debatable as to which are good and which are bad. Really, any offense hero can be very deadly in the right hands. A hero like McCree, who I actually do put in one of my 2 popular spots, and I'll explain why, is up to change based on the skill when it comes to accuracy and positioning of the player. But if he's in the right hands, he can be really a difference maker and seriously the best player on a team. I actually think McCree could be a good carry hero in Season 6, and again, I'll explain why in a minute. But I seriously predict him to be great in the right hands, of course. But yeah, other than that, any DPS hero really can be amazing if they're just used by someone who's good at that hero. And really any hero can be considered a DPS if you know what you're doing. Yeah, I know what I just said. That sounded pretty dumb, but yeah, I'm sure you get the point. Anyway, so as I said, I do think that McCree will be one of, if not the most popular DPS picks during Season 6. The reason why is because I feel like the Death Ball comp is going to be coming back, and McCree is a seriously great counter and also works great in that Death Ball comp. In fact, the reason I say this is because at the end of Season 5, I really saw that Death Ball comp absolutely come to flip alive, to say the least. On almost every escort map, I just saw Orisa setting shields for Bastion on payload. We also got to keep in mind that Orisa is becoming a great hero with the projectile changes, with the speed. She's going to be more of a hit scan, which I find really interesting. I'll just throw that in there. You can probably now use Orisa almost as a hit scan because of how fast her projectiles are going to shoot out, which means that she could actually be a counter to a hero like Pharah. That may sound weird that a tank like Orisa that was, really just introduced into the game a few months ago is already going to be able to counter one of the most powerful heroes in the game. Anyway, that was pretty off topic. So yeah, McCree, really see him becoming good. And again, I've said this about 20 times already. In the right hands, I think he's going to be amazing and going to be used a lot during the season. And as for the second DPS pick, I seriously think that Pharah is going to remain one of the highest picked attack heroes in the game and in the competitive scene. Now again, on console it's a lot different, but I've noticed even on PC, the power that Pharah has is just absolutely ridiculous, especially in someone who's good at Pharah. And even if you're not that good at Pharah, you just have to be able to aim somewhat because of the splash damage, and you can usually get some stuff done. And with the new Mercy pairing and her new ultimate, I mean, it's going to be ridiculous how powerful Pharah Mercy can really be, because the fact that the Mercy can now just go off and get kills herself, every few minutes because, Mercy already gets ult pretty quickly. So now we have the DPS and attack heroes out of the way. We'll move on to defense heroes, which are usually less picked heroes but can easily replace a DPS spot. First up, I'm sure you saw this one coming with his new buffs. Junkrat is easily going to be the most picked defense hero. I can't even, it's almost impossible to debate. Maybe I'll be wrong. I've been wrong before in my life, but seriously, the buffs to Junkrat are just ridiculous. He's going to be doing more damage than he already does. He's basically ground Pharah that doesn't hurt himself and can throw damage and trap people and actually be a defense hero. It's ridiculous. But seriously, not only is he very popularly picked in solo queue, you notice that. You always know there's a random solo queuing that always picks friggin' Junkrat and ruins your life. But I can see him becoming parts of team comps that I don't know what to call these new team comps, but they're going to be really weird, and I really like how it looks like this meta is going to be able to play out. It looks like it's going to be very loose and free-flowing, like whoever you're good with, you can play, because every hero has some sort of strength and ability that makes them good. And as for the second hero, this is a bit of, I guess you call it a sleeper pick. I actually think Widow is going to rise tremendously with her new changes to her mobility, and the Venomine changes giving her, a mini Infrasight pretty much. So that may sound weird because Widow's always been a pretty unreliable pick unless you have, outstanding aim. You look at a guy like Kefri, he's one of the few, and I'm saying this loosely because I don't see a lot of Widows on console or on PC, on YouTube and whatnot. I don't see a lot of good Widows out there, to say the least, okay? But with this new change, even if your aim isn't great, you're going to be able to make up for it with the shorter grapple time. And I believe your entire team can see through walls once someone gets hit with the Venomine, not just you, which, if that is the case, I mean, that's great. Now, as for tank here's where it gets interesting, because really, all tanks right now are just insanely strong. Not to the extent of the triple tank meta that existed through Season 3 and a good part of 4, but every tank, it seems, is getting buffed in some way, other than Roadhog, who I just feel so bad. I know he's getting the take a breather move, but he's kind of dead right now. It really sucks for him. But heroes like D.Va, that's becoming a DPS, Orisa, as I said, that's going to be more like a hit skin. Reinhardt got some changes that made him a lot better, and, Earthshatter, in my opinion, has always been one of the more powerful ults in the entire game. And it really goes on and on. Winston, even though Dive is going to die down, I feel like he might drop out of meta a little bit, because Dive is going to die down, but he's still insanely powerful for taking out low health targets and prioritizing healers, which is still going to be very important. And Zarya, with her changes to Graviton, she's going to be a very high picked hero, and I'll get into the 2 picks that I have in just a moment. Okay, so my first pick that I think will be the most popularly picked tank during Season 6 is D.Va. Her new ability, the micro missiles, are just ridiculous. Even though the damage did drop, so it can't, insta kill a squishy target that's around 200 health. I believe they used to do 214 and now they do about 170. The fact that she can defense matrix, fly with her boosters, and use the micro missiles all at once, it's ridiculous. That's going to be so powerful. And if someone just knows what they're doing, it's going to be so easy to take out DPS heroes. Because even though defense matrix time is cut in half now, and I believe the radius is smaller, she's still going to be able to stop ultimates like Pulse Bomb and Blizzard and, projectiles that can be eaten. Something like a Soldier ult or a Pharah ult is going to be a little bit more difficult, which is great for those players. But she's still going to be able to have that ultimate eating ability, which is great. She's going to be seriously a high pick. I think she might just be the most picked hero in the entirety of Season 6, as long as there's no more changes to what she has going on for her right now. And the second most picked tank, I believe, will be Zarya. I have a little bit of bias here because I am a Zarya main, but her changes to Graviton that I believe only Reaper, Orisa, and Mercy can get out of. Well, now Mercy can't because of the changes to Resurrect. So only Reaper and Orisa can get out of a Graviton. And I just find that amazing because that's going to be probably the best ult in the game. More than it already was before. Because you just combo with something like a Hanzo ult or a Pulse Bomb or, a Dragon Blade if done right. Like, it's seriously going to be so powerful. Now on to the healers. This, I can't even make up my mind. It's going to be really debatable. So instead I'll just say who I think is going to drop off. I think Lucio is going to probably be the least picked hero, or at least the second least picked hero, I should say. Because Ana, she hasn't really had any changes. She's fallen out ever since the triple tank meta died. I think she'll be the least picked hero, and the most will be Mercy and Zen. Which is an interesting pairing, because as I said, since Zarya is going to be very high picked, Transcendence is going to be so important. They tried to stop with the Mercy one tricks by giving her this nerf slash buff, but this means that Mercy can basically go off and become a DPS when she gets ult. Again, like I said, gets it very quickly, so that's going to be one thing to worry about. But this is where it gets interesting. The concept of, quote, getting a pick, which is why you would use like a Widow or a Hanzo or even a Roadhog still, it's going to be eliminated because Mercy can just instantly res it. Yes, you can only get one person, and if you get 2 picks, it's basically over. You can just capitalize on it. But if you get 1 pick and then say there's a Ryan or something, some tank blocking you from getting through, but maybe you got a divey hero, like you can go in with D.Va, you really can't because it's going to be res and it'll be 6-on-6 again for a little while, and you'll have to redo the pick. And then, say you wait 30 seconds, then the res is back up, and by then Mercy probably has her ult. Obviously, I'm kind of over-exaggerating, but I mean, it's a serious thing. First picks or quick picks aren't even going to work anymore because of this new Mercy ability, and that's why I think she's going to be one of the more picked heroes. Yeah, again, more than she already was. But now, honestly, I think her viability is just going to go up, and she's going to be a great pick still. more maturity. Now again, keep in mind this is all subject to change if there's any buffs or nerfs or any changes to any hero. And I'm also in a different rank on a different system than most Overwatch competitive players. The scene is a little bit different on Xbox, I know that. But those are my predictions and what I think the meta will feel like and the most picked heroes will be during Overwatch's Season 6 of competitive play. Thank you guys for watching. Leave your own discussions, ask me questions or whatever in the comments if you'd like. Leave a like and subscribe down below. This is the Pickle Plays signing off. Peace.